Hey everyone, sorry I'm like a couple minutes later. I'm doing questions on Thursday, so this is no questions. We'll be doing card pulls from the Vice Versa Tarot. So this is a pretty cool deck. I just got it. And basically it's like the regular tarot, but there are two sides to each card. So we're going to do a very good shuffle. Each card pull is going to be getting 2 cards. So technically it's $4 for 2 card pulls. Yeah. So this should be pretty interesting. I obviously know the tarot, but this is the Vice Versa Tarot, which means that, you know, the Ace of Wands this way may mean differently the Ace of Wands this way. So we're going to see what y'all get. You know, I always share my new decks with y'all, but like I said, you'll get 2 cards, and then I will read the interpretation from the book, depending on which way your card came out. So, and even if it's vice versa, if it's the opposite way, it's still like, it's not like a bad meaning or anything like that. It's just a different way. Yes, Gabrielle, I just got your Cash App. I see you here. If you do Cash App, please write that in the chat here so I'm aware. I'm going to turn on my tablet so I have another thing to look for. I will start using this deck in readings as well. 1 second. But like usual, I always let my subscribers do card pulls from the new decks that I have. I see you, Crystal, Doris, Gabrielle. I got your PayPal. I got your Cash App. I got a Cash App from you. Yeah. Gabrielle. Okay. So let me make this a bit brighter for everyone. Okay. So this is the Vice Versa Tarot. If you enjoyed seeing this deck and you enjoyed the way it looked and everything like that, you can purchase it on Amazon. I'm pretty sure they have them other places as well. It comes with everything, the book, all that stuff. So let me get this tablet on so I can get my live feed up. Like I said, if anybody does do Cash App or anything like that, please let me know in the chat. I have my notifications turned on, but sometimes Cash App takes a little bit to notify. But yeah. So let's get started. We're going to start with Crystal. Like I said, everybody, it's 2 cards per card pull. So you'll get like, I guess, like a mini reading here. Even though I am reading the interpretation from the book, you know, we all have our intuition. Let me just get this up so I can see everyone. Okay, now we're that way. Let's go this way. Hi, Miss Mo, QT Nicholas. All right, let's move some of these off. Love readings for June officially have started. I have 4 of y'all out. Aries goes out later tonight. If you are a Leo, I do have a Leo's Only channel. You can find the link for that on my channel page. It is attached to the channels section. So let's see what's happening here. This should be pretty exciting. I'm really excited to use this deck just because it is double-sided. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what side of the card each of you get. So we are starting off with Crystal Hoffman. Crystal, thank you for being here and for participating in the live. This is for Crystal Hoffman. We're going to go down the line. We have Doris. We have QT Nicholas. Okay. So let's see what we got going on for you. So you have received... Y'all, I'm learning this deck too, okay? All right, so you've received the Bright Side of Death. Hold on. Where are my easels? It's the brighter side, technically. You've also received the 9 of Wands this way. Let me just get this closer so everyone has a good view of the cards you have received. All right, so Crystal, you have Death on the side of the Sun. Card number 13. So, if you get this card with this side, death comes for all regardless of wealth or social station. And it's the same for the death of parts of our lives that no longer serve a purpose. When the time comes, the reaper must reap. This card says you've been given a chance to prove yourself, and that the outcome will be positive. The alchemist expression in this card is hopeful. The merchant is blissfully sincere. Respond with grace to the respond to grace with, I'm sorry, why can't I read this last sentence? Respond with grace to any changes. Sorry about that, Crystal. Okay. So, awesome. Keep in mind, these are double-sided, so we're just going to have to see what y'all get. I'm pretty sure you got this other side to both of these cards. So you have the 9 of Wands next. And y'all watch Tarot intuitively put this, you know. So receiving the 9 of Wands on this side means the war is over. Ooh, so you have good energies here, Crystal. You received these cards on pretty good sides that correlate together for a very nice message. The war is over. You've done well. There are battle scars that you will always bear, but on the whole, you've been lucky. And your skills have grown significantly through being tested again and again. Now is the time to consider what this is all about. What have you been fighting for? Was the effort worth the rewards? What are the spoils of your victory, and how can you enjoy them? Interesting. Crystal. All right, so these are your 2 cards. Nobody will get the same cards because we're going through the deck. Thank you, Crystal, for participating. I hope that message resonated. Doris Hernandez is next. This is for Doris Hernandez, Spirit. All right, you have this card that flipped out this way. This is for Doris Hernandez. All right, and you also have this card. All right, so you have the 5 of Cups on this side. And you have the 6 of Pentacles this way. So the other side looks like this. You have it this way. And the other side of the 5 of Pentacles looks like this. Okay, so just in case you wanted to see the opposite side of it. Okay, Doris, you got the 5 of Cups. Let's find the cups. All right. You received it on this side. So this side means this card signals that a disappointment has or will shortly occur. Something or someone that you love may test your heart resilience. You may be inclined to keep your feelings to yourself, and this is probably a good idea as you come to terms with the situation and see it more clearly. The 3 cups have fallen, but 2 are still standing. This is not the end of the story by any means. Ooh, okay. You also have the 6 of Pentacles facing backwards here. Receiving this card on this side says, your higher self is tapped into noble intentions now and all should flow smoothly. Work with experts or a team to find the best way to use your resources for the greatest good. If you are the one in need of assistance, there are people in power who are ready to pitch in and support your endeavor. All the elements are coming together in their proper order. All right, that is your message, Doris. Thank you for being here, for watching, and for participating in this live. Next we have is QT Nichols. This is for QT Nichols. Good afternoon. Let's see what you have. Ooh. Okay, so you have two. You have this one. You have the Page of Pentacles facing that way. And you have the Ace of Pentacles facing this way. Definitely money coming in for you here, no matter what the meaning of these way they're facing are. QT Nichols, let's see. You have the Page of Pentacles. Where is that? Where's the page? Where is the page? Where is he at? Oh, he's deep down here. Okay. This is, the knave looks towards the sunset, which gleams upon the jagged mountains before him. Clouds are gathering, but the scene is still beautiful. This knave's cloak bears a large rose emblem on the back. An empty golden cornucopia lies among the flowers at its feet. This is a person who wants to follow his bliss. He has turned his back on the cornucopia rather than filling it. He doesn't want to settle down and build a future. He wants to set forth and seek his fortune, whatever the risk. So you may be feeling very connected to that sort of energy here in terms of finding what's for you, especially financially, instead of what you maybe were settling for before or doing before. Newness here. So you also receive the Ace of Pentacles. When you get this side into reading, the Ace of Pentacles represents the gift of good fortune. Beautiful. It is a cosmic yes, an answer to any question, especially about money, career, material possessions, and other earthly concerns. Whatever you start now will grow rapidly and may prosper beyond your wildest hopes. Ooh, okay, QT Nichols, pretty good. And your interpretation for the Ace of Pentacles was on 111 down there. And it says 1 up there. So pay attention to 1111. You got that as a synchronized energy. Oh, okay, Jenny. Have a great time. Okay. Thank you, QT Nichols. Erica, I'm not doing questions, but I will see what they say from this for you if you want. If not, I'm pretty sure you can retract yourself and get your money back. There you go. Empress of Earth. Hello, Empress of Earth. Hello, Empress of Earth. Question live will be on Thursday, June 2nd, if anybody's wondering. This is for Empress of Earth. This is for Empress of Earth. This is for Empress of Earth. All right. Okay, Empress of Earth. You have received the Two of Cups facing this way. The other side looks like this. So it's night and day. You got the daytime. You also received the Six of Swords this way. That's the other side. You have received this side. Okay. This is for Empress of Earth. You receive the Two of Cups in the daytime. All right, so receiving this card this way. When you get this card, when you get this side, this meaning on this side is much the same. Recognition of a significant other, a trustworthy love, and the blessing of Venus. If you have been shy of speaking your heart to each other, it is safe to do so now. The sunrise betokens an awakening to new wonders, as well as signaling an auspicious time to go public with your relationship. if you haven't already. Okay. You also receive the Six of Swords in that direction. Let's see what they say on that. Six of Swords in that direction. Okay. When you get this on this side, you may not know exactly where you are headed in your present circumstances, but it is clear that going backwards is not an option. This is a good thing, though. It may not feel like it at the moment, but it is. The chalice represents love and the deepest desires of the heart. Hold these close and your journey will not fail. There's an interesting connection between the two of these. You may be uncertain of where a certain connection is going, but it's definitely awakening to new energy. I like this deck. Okay, thank you. Empress of Earth. Okay, I'm going to do Gabrielle from Cashapp quickly while I have her name up. I know you paid a very fast in the beginning, so I don't want you to lose your message. This is for Gabrielle. Gabrielle on Cashapp. All right, Gabrielle. Ooh, who's this? All right, you've received this card, which is, this is the Queen of Wands. Back of her throne here. So you received it that way. Queen of Wands is here. See what that means. You also received Temperance facing backwards as well. This is the way it looks forward. You received it this way. All right, let's see. This is for Gabrielle. You have the Queen of Wands up there. When you receive this card, the back of the throne emphasizes its organic quality. It is not built, it is grown. Looking outward with the Queen, we see that while the forest is at her back, the vista before her is open. A magnificent sphinx dominates this scene. Back there. The throne seems to have been placed to overlook this statue. The Queen is pulled towards the unknown, perhaps the unknowable. Her outer life casts out energetic strands that connect her to many people and things. But at her core, she needs silence. Her inner health, her inner life, is as twinning and complex as the vines on her throne, and she requires deepening time to think it all through. So you may not be as impulsive or action-oriented right now, Gabrielle. You may be definitely being very patient, and you also have Temperance here facing the other way. So let's see what that says, too. Temperance facing backwards. Okay. Receiving this card on this side, from this viewpoint, you are looking towards the Hanged Man's gallows. Oh, I see it. Keep in mind, guys, like, the tarot is like a story. Like, it goes in order. So, if you're not, like, aware of tarot being like that, you'll be able to see how, like, certain things and certain cards are also in other cards. In this card, they're showing us where the Hanged Man hangs, but he's not there. Let's see what else they say. From this viewpoint, you are looking towards the Hanged Man's gallows. The angel stands between you and the gallows, red wings spread wide. The eagle, the lion, the angel all seem to be preventing you, or at least cautioning you from undertaking an act of sacrifice. Whoa, this is very connected. This is not the time to surrender your ego to a higher cause. Okay, so Gabrielle, this is definitely not the time to take any impulsive actions at all. This is definitely the time to be patient. This is definitely the time to, zoom out, see the bigger picture. They're definitely indicating this for sure. You may have been feeling caution towards something, and you're definitely on target with that. Don't give your energy to self-sacrificial situations. Thank you, Gabrielle, for being here. Next we have is Sherry from Superchat. Sherry. This is for Sherry. I'm only going to be on here till about 4:30. So if you do want a pull, please put it in soon. We have Sherry 10. Sherry 10. Okay, Sherry, you have received the Ace of Swords in this direction. The other side looks like this. You've received this one. You also received the Justice card facing this direction. This is the other side. You received it facing this way. Okay, let's see. This is for Sherry. Sherry, the Ace of Swords on that side. Okay, when you get this side in the card, the meaning is much the same on this side with the added affirmation that your undertaking will be a success. The eagle is far-seeing and will be with you as you proceed, providing clarity and empowerment, new communication. Receiving it on this side is like, okay, it's starting, it's coming. This side means whatever this is indicating, it is going to be successful with that eagle with the laurel leaves of victory. You also have Justice facing the other way, and there's also a sword back here. So these are pretty connected. Let's see how this is working out. You have Justice facing the other way, and this means when you get this side, do you ever think that you can sneak around Justice? You may get away for it for a time, but inevitably the truth will out. It is far better to face it of your own free will than to wait and let Justice choose her time to cast the verdict. The situation is fragile and fraught with danger. So you are definitely dealing with a situation that either you feel like you're getting bad karma or you have felt wronged in life. Sherry, with you getting this Ace of Swords in this direction with the eagle flying, whatever situation you feel like is unjustified or out of balance or you're receiving the short end of the stick is going to be changing. Ooh, that's a good pair. Thank you, Sherry. Next we have is Janet D. Thank you, Janet, for being here and participating in this live. This is for Janet D. This is for Janet D. This is for Janet D. All right, Janet, you have received the Hermit facing that way. The other way, the Hermit is like this. You have him like this. Okay. You also have the Two of Wands facing this way. The other way, it looks like this. You have him facing like this. So the Hermit and the Two of Wands. Janet D, this is for you. Hermit, Hermit, Hermit. Where are you? Hermit is number 9. Yeah, here he is. Okay. Hermit. Okay, facing that way. When you get this side, there's a lot going on under the surface and secrets are starting to emerge. Some are things you have hidden from yourself and can no longer avoid. If you don't seek deepening experiences, they will sometimes come find you, as the Moon and the Crab and the Moon Dogs have here. There are people who can live their lives without the pursuit of wisdom, but this card tells you that you are not one of them. Ooh. All right. Two of Wands facing that way says, when you get this side, the nobleman is holding vigil in anticipation of event or challenge to come. He is dedicating himself to the highest purpose and best outcome for all concerned. If you have been paying attention only to be the logical details of your endeavor, make a point of drawing upon your higher self, however you see that, to bring spirit and meaning to the enterprise. Think more about why, not just what. So there's a huge energy of wisdom and knowledge coming your way here, Janet. And with the Two of Wands here, it may set you up for a whole new world coming through here. Interesting. And they're both holding something that is like lit up. I don't know if that's like connected to imagery for you, but that's what you got, Janet. Thank you for being here. Next we have is Lena E. Thank you, Lena. Let me make sure I don't have anybody waiting on here. Oh, Doris, I see you on Cashapp, Doris. Doris, are you in here? All right, this is for Lena E. This is for Lena E. I can't wait till someone gets the strength card, because I went through this already, and like, oh my gosh. Some of these cards are so, I mean, they're all so beautiful. I wish I could make this brighter for you guys. Like, maybe if I put it like this. I want y'all to really see these cards. Okay. This is for Lena E. Thank you for being here, Lena, and participating in this live. Let's see what Lena's got. Ooh, I already read the interpretation to this card. I love it. Girl, yes. You received the High Priestess facing that way. The other way, she looks like this. You received her facing this way. Oh, and you also, wow, these are connected. The Two of Swords facing this way when this is the other way. So you actually got the unblindfolded energy. Interesting. So you have 2-2 here, Lena. I don't know if twos are any sort of connection to you. High Priestess is number 2. You also got the Two of Swords. You only get 2 cards. I would say that's pretty synchronized. So let's see the High Priestess facing this way. I love the meaning of this High Priestess this way. Ready? When you get this card on this side, you have passed through challenging intuition tasks and have been admitted to the inner temple. Take some time to reflect about what you have recently learned. Sit with any fear until it dissolves away. The 2 keys of knowledge are now yours. You can see them there on that blue thing. The 2 keys of knowledge are now yours for the taking. The gold key of worldly matters and the silver key of mystical matters. Ooh, you have proven yourself worthy of these mysteries. Lena, your intuition is on fire. Fire, fire, fire with these cards coming in like this. Because the Two of Swords facing the other way is blindfolded intuitively. She's not facing this way. She's facing this way for you. Ooh. All right. Two of Swords on that side. When you get this on this side, beyond the self-defense mentioned on the other side, this is a good time to enhance your peace and mind through meditation and other contemplative practices. Having such skills will enable you to ride out the storms with serenity until calmer conditions prevail. Your intuition will speak to you and you will now listen. Oh my gosh. Lena. Interesting. Very interesting. That's your reading. That was cool. All right, Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie, for being here and for participating. This is for Stephanie. Oh, yes, Ezreal, you made it. They are awesome. They are. It's going to take a little time because, you know, I know the tarot the one way, the other way, they have different meanings. But I don't read reversals in my spreads, so I feel like this will be a good, just a good thing to put in my reads. I don't know, I just felt that. All right, so this is for Stephanie. Stephanie, you received the King of Cups facing this way. The other side is this way. You received him facing forwards. Oh, you also received the Page of Cups facing forwards. The other way is this way. So love is definitely coming your way. There definitely could be some sort of apology or new energy around love with these 2 cups coming in because they are figures of people. So, King of Cups. All right, King of Cups sitting in that way is an outer self person, yeah. This is a wise, compassionate teacher. The fish necklace symbolized the Piscean quality of sacrifice to a spiritual calling. The water lily serpent shows his authority is tempered by peace. The night and the dark sea are in keeping with this outer self he represents in the world. The vastness of the cosmos, the the fathomless depths of wisdom. So it looks like you are becoming a lot more emotionally intuitive here. And there definitely could be a water sign figure coming your way. You also have the Page of Cups. This is a kind person. His heart is innocent and his intentions are pure. He holds a silver chalice from which a fish is leaping. His attitude is gentle, passive, perhaps observant. He holds this cup of love, but the fish symbolizes that this is a spiritual love, not carnal, at least not yet. This person prefers peace to passion for the time being. He is content in staying in the shallow waters of emotions for now. So you may actually have somebody like deepening their feelings for you here, or some sort of deepening of feelings is happening for you, where you're becoming more emotionally in tune with yourself. But with two people coming in, definitely could be an energy coming in for you. They're wanting you to be aware of that emotions are involved. That's what you got there. Stephanie, thank you. Ezreal, this deck is called, I put it up in the beginning. You want to fast forward? I'll take it for you quickly. The Vice Versa Tarot. 78 double-sided tarot cards, which each side has its own meaning. All right, so this is for Ivy Perez. Ivy Perez, thank you for being here, for participating in the live. This is for Ivy Perez. All right, Ivy. You have received the Three of Wands facing this way. On the other side, this deck, it's facing this way. You have received it this way. You also have received the Seven of Wands facing that way. The other way, he's facing this way. Okay. This is for Ivy Perez. Three of Wands facing that way. Let's see. All right. So, when you get this card on this side, this man is waiting for something to arrive, and he feels well prepared to meet it. It may be another person, an offer of some sort, an adventure, whatever it is still some distance away, but steadily coming closer. Whatever you are expecting or anticipating, are you ready to receive it? What needs to be taken care of to prepare yourself, your environment, and your existing enterprise for what's to come? And you receive the Seven of Wands facing this way. Very dark. Here. There you go. When you get it on this side, a wise person learns from both his success and from his failure. Defeat is an obvious teacher. We learn about strategy, how to improve our skills, and what was lacking on our performance, and so on. Learning from victory is very subtle. The lessons include humanity, compassion, generosity of spirit, and gratefulness. So there's something definitely coming in for you here that they want you to prepare for. Ivy. So this is what you have. Thank you for being here and participating. Next we have is Eric DFW. Thank you for being here, Eric D. This is for Eric DFW. All right. Eric, you have received the Eight of Cups facing this way. The other way, it's facing this way. You have it facing this way with a wish of a star. And you also received, Eric, the King of Swords facing this way. It's normally facing this way. You have it facing this way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the King of Swords. He looks like the King of Swords. There's no way they're going to make a page or a knight look that big. Okay, so we're going to actually read the King of Swords first. Here for you. I mean, this is a pretty good combo of cutting something out of your life. Let's see, what is happening here? King of Swords, what is the energy of him in this deck? All right. Inner self. The king faces a darkening storm that blows towards him. Clad as metal, he draws the ferocious forking lightning, which is why he drove his sword point into the ground. He believes the energy will move through him rather than destroy him. Period. Behind the king, a stink stands in readiness. Oh, I see. Okay. Its sharp point also grounded in the earth. This is the darker side of the king's immense self-confidence, the risk that he will make a martyr of himself by believing only he can save the day. He doesn't know how to accept help or even admit that he needs it. Understanding this flaw will allow others to tactfully give help without weakening his steadily pride. So Spirit is definitely indicating, as much as you are self-assured and self-aware, if you need help in certain situations, do not fear to ask for it or take it on if it is available. You also have the 8 of Cups. And receiving the 8 of Cups on this side says, when you get some distance from present circumstances, you will be able to access them more clearly, with less emotional baggage attached. Look at the root causes of your sorrow and loss. Don't take all the blame, but don't assign it all to others either. The comet signifies that this is an important milestone of your life's journey. What seems like an ending may just be a new beginning. All right, thank you, Eric D, even though you just retracted your thing. Thanks for being here anyway. Brittany, you are next. Thank you for being here, Brittany. This is for Brittany. For Brittany. All right, Brittany. You have the Ace of Cups facing this way. And you have the 8 of Pentacles facing this way. All right, it's Brittany. Keep in mind, everybody, I'm on here for 15 more minutes if you would like to get a card pull from this deck. All right, so you have the you have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups facing that way. And you receive this card on this side. It is still very positive on this side, bringing its gifts of love and beauty. The presence of the prince, though, cautions against being beguiled by fairy tale romance. What is seen by starlight may prove quite different in the light of day. Beware of illusions and don't promise too much too soon. You also have the 8 of Pentacles facing that way. When you get this card on this side, the father and son are part of a craftsman project. The boy being the most recent addition to the family tree of excellence. Consider your own heritage and your own legacy. What gifts have you inherited from your ancestors? What can you teach the next generations? What skills can you possess that should be preserved for the future? Interesting. I would definitely be cautious of workplace romance. With that caution of that fairy tale knight over there. Okay, thank you, Brittany. Next we have is Ezreal. This is for Ezreal. This is for Ezreal. Ezreal, what do we got? All right, Ezreal, you have the 3 of Swords this way. The other way, it's this way. And you also have the 7 of Cups this way. The other way, it's that way. Okay, Ezreal. Swords. Receiving the 3 of Swords facing that way. This card is of heartbreak and betrayal. It only takes 1 sword to pierce the heart. and the emotions represented here are overkill. There may be deliberate cruelty or enjoyment in inflicting pain. You have fought well, but it's time to stop. If you are the one who is stabbing at the heart shield, recognize that the damage is done, and you do not need to make it worse. If you are the one receiving this pain, know that it is time for you to reap reward that is greater and better than dealing with something that is only going to stab you in the heart. This is an indication that the shield bears scratches that indicate many battles that you will go through, and you will come out on top. The red rose lies on the ground, its petals crushed, showing you that love is still there if you pick yourself back up. All right, 7 of Cups facing that way. Says, when you get this card on this side, things are not as bad as you think they are. You are in a safe place, though it may not be comfortable, so keep your wits about you. Slowly begin to look around for allies. Accept advice as it is, accept advice why can't I say this sentence? Sorry, Ezreal. Accept advice as it is offered. These things will help put you back in proportion so you can see exactly what steps to take next. In matters of love, avoid escalating an emotional situation through melodrama or blame. Interesting connection to these cards, Ezreal. You probably know better than me why that received. That's your message. Thank you, Ivy. You're welcome. All right, so we're going to do Doris on Cashapp. This is for Doris on Cashapp for Doris. And then I have Zollery, Dignity Australia. Welcome, love. Ivy Perez, you're doing another one. Amazing. And Shia Travers. Okay, let's get started. All right, so this is for Doris on Cashapp. Doris on Cashapp. All right, Doris, you have received the 3 of Cups facing this way. The other way, it's this way. So it's 3 cups with 1 person on that side. And you also have the Fool facing this way. The other side, he's facing the other way. So let's see what this is all about for you, Doris. 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups facing that way. When you get this side in a reading, whatever your spiritual beliefs, the expression of gratefulness is always appropriate. The priestess here is offering her cup of happiness to her deity in acknowledgement of blessing received. Practice saying thank you in as many ways as you can in spoken words to friends and family and actions that care for the earth, in prayer and rites for the... Practice saying thank you in as many ways as you can in spoken words to friends and family and actions that take care of the earth, in prayer and rites of devotion. The more naturally this comes to you, the more you will find things to be grateful for. You also receive the Fool facing that way. When you get this side, rather than doing what seems reasonable, logical, or safe, the Fool epitomizes the idea of taking a leap of faith. Though success is the ideal outcome, it's a leap itself that matters the most. The Fool goes from experience to experience in a serendipitous way. Every turn along his path adds to his wisdom. Choose to be bold and foolish if you want to make progress on your own path. All right, that's what I got for you, Doris, on Cashapp. Thank you, love. Next I have is Zollery, back on Super Chats. Zollery. I have 10 more minutes on here. If you do want to participate in this, I will be doing questions on Thursday, June 2nd, if you are more interested in asking a question. This is for Zollery. All right, you have received the 6 of Cups facing this way. The other way, the 6 of Cups is like this. You've also received the King of Pentacles facing that way. And the other way looks like this. You received him like this. Oh. 6. We're going to read the King of Pentacles first. Okay. Inner self. They're talking about your inner self here with the King of Pentacles. The daylight scene is much the same, for this earthly king doesn't have many secrets. He is straightforward in his thinking and in his deeds. An ox stands nearby, symbolizing steadfast strength and the ability to take on hard tasks. Another watermelon is tucked away behind the throne. Perhaps he is saving it for himself, since there is enough for everyone. His castle is in the distance across the rolling hills. Though there isn't much to learn from his inner self, we can learn a bit about his marriage. The Queen of Pentacles on her battered throne and her exhaustion from always caring for others before herself is a vivid contrast with the king's shiny throne, his abundance of food, and above all, his distance from the castle. He knows how to replenish and maintain his own well-being so he can keep taking care of others in good health and good spirits. So make sure you're taking care of you. You know, that reminds me of like when they say on the airplane, like put your mask on before others, sort of thing. Six of Cups. Yeah, there it is. Caring about people. Receiving care. Receiving nurturing. So let's see. Six of Cups facing that way. When you receive this card on this side, whatever your age, there was a time when you were optimistic about love, friendship, and close companions. Life has a way of tarnishing those shiny young hopes, but they are still within you. Immerse your heart in the sweet waters of trust and cleanse yourself of any bitterness or regrets. In doing so, you will attract kindred spirits with whom you'll make new happy memories with. All right, that's for you, Zollery. Thank you for being here, for participating. Dignity Australia, you are next. Dignity Australia, thank you for being here, for watching, and for participating. This is for Dignity Australia. Here we go. All right, Dignity. You have received the 10 of Swords this way. The other side, it's like this. You received it here. You've also received the Wheel of Fortune. This way. The other way, it's like this. You received it like this. Okay. 10 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. That's a pretty good pairing, if I do say so myself. 10 of Swords. Let's see here. 10 of Swords. When you receive this card facing this way, the game is over and it is done. There's no way to avoid this reality. Whatever you are working towards has come to an end. It may be a strange comfort to know that this is as bad as it gets. As with the 9 of Swords, things will only improve from this point. From now on, there is nothing to do but pick up the pieces and call it a day. All right, let's see the Wheel of Fortune there. Coming in to save you. All right, Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is the same, with its symbols and esoteric wisdom and secrets. The magician is the master of the mysteries, but he does not master the world itself. Destiny is destiny. His message here is to remember that you are a soul on an earthly journey. You have chosen to ride the wheel. Use your will in a positive way to influence events and circumstances to make the most of the ride. Study the mysteries which sparkle as points of light in the dark of the night. Something definitely could have ended or changed here for you here. Dignity and Spirit is indicating that, you know, our soul signed up to go through certain things, whether it feels good or not. It's time to call it a day and see what's coming next. Whatever that has to do with, you may know. But they're saying the wheel is still going to spin. That's what you got. You're welcome, Zollery. I'm glad it resonated. This is for Ivy Perez. Ivy Perez. This is for Ivy Perez. I did get a new Cash App in, so I do see you. Kiara Brown. I do see you. It's going to be Ivy Perez, Shia, Rising Still 1111, and then it'll be you, Kiara. Okay, Ivy Perez. Ivy Perez, 4 more minutes on here, and then I'm closed, and we'll continue who I have left. This is for Ivy. All right, Ivy. Oh, you got one that didn't want to go back in. This is the Knight of Swords facing this way. And you also have the Queen of Pentacles facing this way. The other side, she's facing this way. You have her facing forward. Sorry, the other Knight side is this way. So, let's look into it, Ivy. We're going to read the Queen of Pentacles first. I believe this is your outer self. Queen of Pentacles, where are you? Here she is. Okay, outer self, yeah. A queen sits upon a weathered stone throne, which twining foliage grows. A hawk sits atop the throne. The queen's green gown has a pattern of pink roses and a scarf of vivid green drapes across her shoulders. Her crown is substantial, almost a helm, and bears antlers. Her expression is friendly, welcoming, and calm. The scene is lush with life as roses and wildflowers grow alongside lemons and heavily fruited apple trees. This is a woman whom most people see as the ultimate Earth Mother. She is always ready to feed the hungry and shelter the wanderers, and she does with all genuine love. Her strength comes from nature and its cycles of renewal. She is patient through the hard times because she knows that spring will always come again. Her hawk symbolizes her ability to see the big picture as well as the details. Those who love her cannot imagine their life without her. So they are envisioning you here as you are coming in energetically, Ivy, as this Queen of Pentacles. That was a beautiful interpretation. And you also received the Knight of Swords. So I'm figuring this is who is coming your way, or who they want you to be aware of. Yes, another outer self. This is a person who puts emotional concerns in the backseat, which is why we can't see his face. His first impulse is to always argue and to rush in to take over an endeavor, certain that he knows best. His horse symbolizes a barely tamed nature, still wildly impulsive until he learns to control himself. He could be a danger to himself and others. He is a fighter, not a lover. Be very weary of people picking arguments with you. Don't let them people make you feel no type of way about that. You are that Queen of Pentacles. They are definitely giving you a sign of that. You may have somebody around you that is argumentative, nitpicky, those type of things. Remember who you are there, Ivy. Could be anybody. All right. Thank you, Ivy, once again for being here. Hello, Mel. Welcome. Next we have is Shia Travers. Shia Travers. This is for Shia. Thank you for being here and participating in this live. Oh my gosh, the world looks like the Little Mermaid. So you received the world this way. The other way, Shia, is like this. So you received her front self. And you also received the sun this way. The other way, the sun is like this. Okay. So, let's see, Shia. You have received the world. Let's find that. The world, that way. Okay, when you receive this card on this side, the key concept of the world card is completion. It is the last card in the major arcana. The four divine beings are brought together to witness that a cycle has reached its conclusion. The dancer evokes the joy of the yogini from the death card, major arcana 13, and her pose evokes the spiritual surrender of the hanged man. Life has triumphed. The soul is renewed. Take a victory lap and get ready to start the new cycle. Oh, see? This is why I like these interpretations, and I like the way they're doing this book, because they're actually showing you how these tarot cards are connected, like I was saying to y'all in the beginning. The tarot goes in a story. So, you also receive the sun facing that way. When you get this card on this side, the sun is a positive card on both sides, but with the difference here being that your doubts and fears are justified. It's good to be aware of challenges, to be on your guard, but again, as the other side of the card, all will be well. Keep moving forward. Expand upon your plans to include contingencies for the darker times, but remember that morning will always come again and a new dawn will rise. Ah, interesting with that connection to that world. Thank you, Shia Travers. I appreciate you being here very, very much. You're welcome, Ivy. Next I have is Rising Still 1111. And then I'm going to Cash App. I have Kiara Brown on Cash App. This is for Rising Still 1111. Rising Still 1111. All right. You have received the, this is the Page of Swords, facing backwards, facing the other way. This is the other way. You have received it this way. You also received the Queen of Swords facing forward. The other way, it's this way. So you got 2 sword cards here. Rising Still 1111. Maybe got some air around you, air in your chart. Let's see. We'll read the Page of Swords. Okay, so this person who may not know how to compromise or listen well to others, this person could be around you. Swords are the suit of communication and thought, but this knave doesn't have the mental discipline yet to achieve clarity in either. He may get himself into situations that require someone else to rescue him. A few of these experiences will educate and humble him, at which point his potential for brilliance can be fulfilled. So you may have felt like you have Page of Swords energy, people around you, or maybe you have felt like you were this energy. Rising Still 1111. We also now have the Queen of Swords outer self. Arrayed in a silver armor, a queen sits upon a roughly carved granite throne. Its massiveness contradicts the airy surroundings. How can something that commands such gravity dwell among the clouds? The queen's unflinching gaze holds the answer. The power of her intellect can defeat any obstacle, even the laws of gravity. See? Y'all are learning. So, none of y'all knew why the Queen of Swords was floating on clouds in her card. The eagle wings on her breastplate and the pale blue of her mantle proclaim her the mistress of the skies. This is not a woman who suffers This is not a woman who suffers fools lightly, and her patience can wear thin quite quickly. But this doesn't mean she has no heart. She is loyal unto death to those she loves, and once you are admitted to her inner circle, she is a true friend and ally. And like the Knight of Swords, she who hides his emotions under a closed helm, the Queen takes on the world face to face. So you may have found yourself elevating here, or you may have people around you that come in a little bit immature or a lot of immature in the way they communicate as you sit in this queen-like energy. Rising Still 1111, male or female, it does not matter. Thank you for being here, for watching, and for participating. Lastly, I have Kiara Brown on Cash App, and then I'm done. Anybody wants to get one in right now, you have your chance while I'm doing Kiara's. If not, I'll see y'all all on Thursday for questions. This is for Kiara Brown on Cash App. This is for Kiara Brown on Cash App. All right, Kiara, you have received the star facing this way. The other side is facing this way. Who the heck is that? Wow, that's interesting. Oh, we'll read. You got it facing forwards. You also have the Four of Pentacles facing this way. The other side, it's this way. You have it also facing forward. So, the star for you, Kiara. Let's find the star facing forward, please. All right. When you get this side, the star card is this card of hope. Even in the depths of despair, come what may, the stars will keep shining. The abyss and the archaea are both signs of healing bestowed by the gods. Whatever your beliefs are, renew your faith and trust. Your destiny is written in the stars, and indeed, you yourself are made of stardust. For some reason, I feel the need to also read the back interpretation, because who is that man? Let's see. A breakthrough is coming, more powerful than you imagined or dared to hope. Everything is falling into place. Harmony is being restored. Your task now is to receive the flowing blessings with a thankful heart. When you heed the calling of your highest self, you can expect miracles. Who is this? Oh, here we go. The sky full of falling stars announces the presence of the cosmic man. The fallen life force reborn through desire. He is the embodiment of Osiris. Okay. He is the miracle worker, the resurrected God who is born from the Archaea, the tree in which life and death are enclosed. At his coming, a red rose of passion grows among the water reeds. Ooh, I love that. I don't know. You know, I feel like you deserved both interpretations, Kiara. Let's get the Four of Pentacles. Wow, I really liked that star energy. All right, receiving this card on this side, money is important to be sure, but it doesn't make the world go round per se. There is a hollowness that results from a fixation on material goods, a hunger that will never be satiated. The wizard knew that once. He knew that the journey is more important than the destination, and that knowledge is its own reward. If you have dropped the torch of inner guidance somewhere along the way, go back up and pick it up. Money will come despite the way you feel towards it. So if you felt like you have given up or felt some type of way towards finances, that's what they want you to know. I love this card. Oh my gosh. I'm like, who is this water-looking man right here? I like that. All right, so we are done, y'all. But let's look at the rest of the cards. Let me put them closed, because I got to get off of here eventually. Closed. Send. Replace pin message. All right, so whoever's on here, let's go through the rest of them. Okay. So this is the moon. The one side, the moon on the other side. There's so much nudity in this deck. It's crazy. This is the, who is this? This is the Page of Wands. Okay. Little Phoenix rising back there. Who's this? This is the King of Wands. Facing forwards, facing backwards. Oh, Mel, you sent the PayPal. Okay. Hold on, let me put these two back in. Or these three back in. Sorry. Mel, okay. Let me just go on my thing here. Did I miss anybody else on PayPal? Oh my gosh. Hope not. Oh no, you're the only one. Okay, Mel, let's do yours. Awesome. Okay, this is for Mel. This is for Mel, my last one. This is for Mel. All right, so you have the King of Wands facing backwards. This is the way he's forward. You also have the Eight of Swords facing backwards. This is the way it's forwards. And I'm going to get you one more card. This is for Mel. All right, and you also have the Eight of Wands. Oh, you have 8. You have the Eight of Wands facing this way. The other way, it's facing this way. Ooh, you have double 8s here. And you have the King of Wands. You're Leo, are you, Mel? Oh my God, your thing is Mel M8. You're a Leo, right, Mel? Let's see. King of Wands. King of Wands. Okay. You got him facing backwards as the inner self. So this is you. At night, the king's salamander companion has become a gigantic snake coiled around a green tree beside the throne. The snake does not appear to threaten or alarm the king. Ah, and you got 8 right there. You got double 8s. And you're technically the king and queen of wands. Okay, the snake does not appear to threaten or alarm the king. They abide in silent communion, respecting each other's power. The symbolism of the serpent and tree often speaks of choosing knowledge over ignorance. Because this is a nighttime setting, the king may have hidden concerns about things he has always taken. Hold on. Because this is a nighttime setting, this king may have hidden concerns about things he has already taken as settled. He may find himself questioning old values and beliefs, political or social attitudes and such. Serpent wisdom can be unsettling as it touches on ethical and moral integrity, but this energy is for you and will help you grow. Interesting. All right, so you have the double 8s there. 8 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. So let's do the 8 of Swords first. It looks like this 8 of Swords is being saved by the eagle, while this 8 of Swords is still trapped. Let's see. 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords facing the other way. 8 of Swords. When receiving this card on this side, don't wait for someone else to rescue you. This situation is well within your capabilities. If you choose to stay where you are, acknowledge that it is the choice you make freely. Don't see yourself as a victim or place blame on others for your circumstances. If someone else is playing the victim in this scenario, the kindest thing is to let him or her summon the strength and intelligence to break free. Yes, we will always find a rescuer if we wait, but this is time to save yourself. No. And you also have the 8 of Wands with this side. Where are the wands at? Alright, something. Okay, this side. When you receive this card on this side, something you sent out into the world is coming back at you. If you have been careful to only put out energy and activity that you would like to receive, then you have nothing to worry about. But if you've been behaving unethically, whether you through word or deed, fix it fast or Pegasus will have to fix it for you. If you've been giving out good, you can expect a lightning bolt of good. Be careful what you're putting out into the world because it is highly coming back into you. That's probably why you have the double 8s here, because you're probably pretty highly manifesting right now. Be careful of those thoughts. 8 of Swords, King of Wands. That was your interpretation of the inner self. That's what we have here, Mel. Thank you. All right, so the only one I want to like really show, we'll save the rest for another time, is the Strength card. This Strength card is like almost the most awesome Strength card I have seen. And, you know, Strength cards look good. Look at this Strength card, right? You see this here? This is the normal way of seeing Strength card, right? With the woman, with the infinity symbol, and the hand, and the lion's mouth. Look at the other side. Her and the lion are facing their shadow self and finding extreme strength. That devil here representing the shadow self that you go through when you come out stronger. I love, and the lion right there with her. I love that card. I love it. Loved it. Loved it. I went sort of through this deck, and that one stood out to me. A couple of them stood out to me. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the Vice Versa Tarot. I really enjoy it. I feel like it's going to give a pretty nice, different flow to my readings. So I'm pretty excited to put them in your reads. Anyways, love readings for June are continuously going out. Weeklies for next week will start going out as well. Also, if you are a Leo, I do have a Leo's Only channel. There is an All Signs, Feelings, and Actions for you out today. Tomorrow, you have your midweek daily check-in and weekend. So, I'll see everybody wherever you're at on my channels, and I will talk to everyone soon. Have a wonderful